Here we go. All right. Funny thing is, there's no master mode in this one. But here's a vocabulary. Awesome sauce, man. Mm. Hello, Irish's girlfriend. He wants to let you know that you are very pretty. Hope that's good enough, man. Oh my goodness. Got a couple rainbow goblins. I guess the only good thing about this game is There's no master mode, so it's like the enemies will be super easy. I probably could have fused the fire fruit to my arrow. Mm. And then and then made a fire arrow to blow those containers up. Funny thing is, come on, Link, climb, dude. Arrows are so abundant in this game that I'm never gonna be short of arrows. In Breath of the Wild, they were super, super hard to come by. But in this game, you get 5 arrows here, 10 arrows there. You're never lacking. Oh, shoot. And I have to make it to this area on the map. Hyrule feels a lot safer without the Guardians. A whole lot safer. It's a whole lot safer. I low-key want to fight those guys. Holy cow. I might have bitten off more than I can chew with this guy. Bro. The Bosco Coblin. Easy win, easy win. Gotta be a lot more careful. Link? It's you, you're back. Where have you been? Last that anyone saw either of you or Princess Zelda was when you went to investigate the gloom. And the castle rose into the sky. And everyone's been so worried about what happened to you. Well, Kira has nearly worn herself out trying to figure out where you two went. Kira's working in that large building over there. These reports are right away. She'll want to know you're alright. Dang, they built a whole shelter town. That's funny. Oh, some sauce. Hmm. Is this Robbie? What an excellent name.
What? Oh. Okay. Now where have you been? Blinky, you're not a ghost, are you? Hey. That looks interesting. Phew. One step at a time. What exactly happened?
Hero. Tech genius and head of Lookout Landing. Interesting.
So when you and Princess Zelda go beneath Hyrule Castle, you discover a mysterious mummy which suddenly reanimates. Then Zelda falls into a fissure and vanishes. That must have been when the castle rose and the ruins fell. Then, later, you wake up on a sky island, saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy. You get the Purapad from an unusual creature, and learn that your new arm belonged to someone named Rauru. The Master Sword disappears. You hear the princess's voice, and find your way here.
I love Pura too. I think everybody does.
What?
Then,
What?
are you saying you came from up there? This robbery you met. I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. Are they the one and the same? So much of this doesn't make sense yet. But I'm certain that mummy you found under the castle must be related to the upheaval. The castle rising, the ruins falling down from the sky. The mummy must be connected to it somehow. And then there's the most important detail of all. You sure that you heard the princess speak to you? And she gave you a clear message to find her? If that truly was a princess, then that means she's a liar. Maybe she's trapped beneath the castle and needs help.
Mm-hmm.
That settles it. I know you only just returned, Link, but I need you to meet with a search party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been searching tirelessly for you two. The captain in charge of the search is Hawes. Work with him to find the princess as quickly as you can. I know that Mummy may still be lurking somewhere around here, which is concerning to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. Counting on you, Linky. You know what's kind of funny? Kira. She's a Hylian of the Sheikah tribe. The highest authority on ancient technology. She served Princess Zelda's family for much of her life and has worked with the princess to research Zonai civilization. Most recently, they started an investigation into the outbreak of gloom. She has used herself as a test subject in her experiments. Despite being over a century in age, she reversed her aging to the extreme and actually looked like a child not too long ago. Kira has definitely changed. No more Sleeka Shade, no more Sheikah Slate. It's all about the Pura Pad now. And we need to meet up with the crew at Hyrule Castle. It's actually pretty funny because Hawes was an NPC in Breath of the Wild, and he wasn't really anything. You just kind of did a quick side mission for him. So it's really funny now that he's heading the party, the search party. Wait a minute. What do you think you're doing? Joshua needs that for her chasm research. Don't touch any of it without her permission. I'll get in big trouble if you do. Okay. What about these arrows? Oh my gosh. Never mind. All right. So let's search for the my bad, guys. Trying to get my snacks. 1 second. All right. Even Pura is stumped. Hard to believe. These ruins just fell from the sky. I mean, they're from the Age of Legends, and now they're here. It's also strange, huh? Yeah, sure is. But it's also a great opportunity. All of us on the Zonai survey team Should count ourselves lucky. If it weren't for the upheaval, this never would have happened. Not that anyone knows what the upheaval even is. Hmm. These constructs, man. I'm thankful because the castle's so much more safer now. Now that all the guardians have basically gone away. Oh my god. Hmm. Hmm. Perfect. Kyanosis Shrine. Kyanosis? Sounds a little odd. This is a construct, huh? This shrine purifies against evil. You have entered here. Heed my instruction. Use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. This will create an opening that you can use to strike back. Do a backflip to avoid enemy attacks and create an opening to strike back. Oops. Try parrying with your shield. Build up power and release a charge attack. Alright. The master of these techniques has earned you access. Proceed with Ben. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Got Link looking really frosty. Link, is that really you? When did you get out of the castle? I'm so ashamed. I've been on watch duty here the whole time. Oh no, it's raining. Well, at least lightning isn't. Yeah, I saw that. Not really into it, but to each his own. Link. No, it can't be. I can't allow anyone past here. This area is strictly restricted only to those involved in the search for Princess Zelda. This is the direct order of Captain Hodge. We've turned up nothing in here that would help us find the princess. You're the spitting image of Link. Yeah, and that's kind of what happens when you're the actual Link. Kind of what happens, buddy. Looks like we made it to the first gatehouse. Man, the castle sure has changed. They really took over this place. If it isn't Captain Hawes, who's this though? Nice shield, buddy. Give me that. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link, is that you? You're alive. And in all one piece, it looks like. Does that mean Princess Zelda's safe too? What a relief. Hang on. You're alone? But you heard the princess calling out to you and you're here to help with the search? See, maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I am relieved to see you come up here and help us out, though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've made a bit dead. We've been a bit dead in the water. Captain, it's Princess Zelda. Princess Zelda? She's safe? Wait, what? You saw that too, Link? You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Pyrrha know about this as soon as possible. Considering what I just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Pyrrha about what happened here as soon as possible. Okay, looks like the search party's over. Gotta head back to Lookout Landing. Man, this is so odd. After completing Breath of the Wild 100%. Now I am, gosh, this is the wrong way. Now it's like a whole new world, but except it's not new. I don't know hard to describe. Gotta make sure I don't fall too far because oh my gosh, bro. Okay. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back without totally falling too far. I think maybe I don't know. For some reason I saw Korok over there though, so now I'm interested. Oh shoot! There it is. Seems to be a Korok under that broken ground. See if I can get to it safely. It should be a safe jump. Oops, wrong way. This should be safe enough for me to jump down. Alright. Now, speaking of Koroks, if only I had my paraglider, dude. Like, my gosh. He's like, you're not getting in there, buddy. Yeah, they don't want to let me in Hyrule Castle too soon. Let's see if I can climb down there without getting completely decimated. But actually, yeah, this is another one of those puzzles. Use Ultra Hand to try to solve it. Back in Breath of the Wild, you'd have to use Magnesis. Hmm. Cool. Alright, so totally figured that one out. Now let's see if I can climb back up here. Gotta head back and talk to Pura. Should be able to do this. Feel kind of sluggish. I had no idea you'd come back late. Does that mean we can call up the search? Actually pretty funny. You know, I probably could have just warped out of there. I wasn't even thinking though. It's funny how Lookout Landing is so close to the castle. This used to be in Breath of the Wild. There used to be a courtyard right outside the castle. And there used to be a guardian stalking it. Now, they revamped it to Lookout Landing. After all this ruin fell from the sky. So it looks like we're back in Lookout Landing here. Link, well, did you find anything?
Huh?
You telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle? Then she transformed into light and flew off? I've gotta say, your stories are always so wild. If you're telling me that's what you saw, then I've gotta believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval. For now, at least. I've already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off to and as we look around. Oh yeah, you still got the Pura pad, right? Can I see it for a sec? It's a little worse for wear, but seems to be functioning fine. Map. Aha. Alright, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from around Lookout Landing. And for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Joshua, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is just the spot for you. It has free beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. You want more info? Talk to the soldier who's watching over everything from the center, right where the emergency shelter entrance is. If you need clothing for your travels, you should go to Mub's shop. I'll be over by Skyview Tower, so when you're ready to head out, just let me know.
Yeah.
Alright, Joshua, let's work on our final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel point.
Check it.
Joshua, you're in charge of the switch. Okay, Doc, you can count on me. Huh. I'm gonna check out some stuff.
Oh. Ah. You.
Hey, it's me. Open up.
Ah. 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 Hey. Oh.
Hey, are you new here? You may scoff, but I know of a fresh face when I see one. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Bermano, and they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I wanted to say something fancy like, for today's menu, you have a fruit and mushroom mix that'll rev you right up. Yeah, I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. If I don't have my most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. My nose is detecting an aroma, a sweet, tangy, pleasant aroma. Could it be? You have an apple? Here you go. Wow, you're really generous. Giving you first crack at some grub. Hold on a sec. I'm calling it Romano's Fruit Special and Mushroom Mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple, a mushroom, and a pot. You should try making some. Okay.
Oh.
Where's the beds? Hey, Wesley. Wish they had guns. Well, they got bow and arrows.
Huh? Yeah. Hey.
Can you make some pizza? Hmm. Are you talking about in-game? I don't know if pizza's a recipe here.
Hmm.
Put this here, and then that goes there. No, that's not quite it.
Uh-huh.
That should do it. I don't think pizza's a recipe in this game. Oh, is it? Okay, I have to look into it. Hey Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now. Or it will be, once you do your part.
Hey!
We're ready, Joshua. Pull the switch.
Hey! Oh!
All the Skyview towers have now been activated. Nice.
Yeah!
Okay, Link. Your turn.
Ah!
Hold the pure paddle over the terminal.
Huh.
Alright. The Skyview tower is now active on your map. That means you can now use this travel point to get here at any time instantly. The same is true for every Skyview tower you add to your pyramid pad. Impressive, right? The Skyview towers are more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The Pure Pad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly onto the map.
Uh-huh.
Pretty great, huh?
Hmm.
Whew. The only thing is, you need a paraglider when you're scanning. It takes a lot of skill, and nobody here has what it takes. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We needed you. Which brings us to this. Yes, finally. You got the paraglider. This item given you by Pura Let you ride the wind and glide through the sky.
Ah.
Right, it's showtime. Let's start with a test scan.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for our very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Just step over there and onto the circle and find me afterward, alright? Cool, I'll look into making the bed, man. Thanks for that tip. I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. We'll also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Alright, Pyrrha. You guys better not destroy me. Surface map updated. Sky map updated. Wow. I blasted so high in the sky. This is what I love about this game. You can shoot into the sky at any moment with any Skyview tower. It's probably my favoriteest thing. Finally got my paraglider too.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So, how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan?
Uh-huh.
Good. That map is crucial to our search. There are Skyview towers in every region in the world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all. Right. Let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena has been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. The first report comes from Hebra to the northwest. Next up is Eldin to the northeast. The Gru are reporting trouble in the southwest. And finally, there's Lineru to the east. Strange phenomena are concentrated in these four regions.
Yes.
I can't say for certain, but I've got the nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena.
Hmm.
Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra.
Hmm.
That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay. But this does sound like it's worth looking into.
Ah.
Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the ongoings in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you do go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help you out in some way too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be here directing a variety of investigations into the upheaval's many chasms and new ruins. I'll also be looking into the different villages. Someone, somewhere, might know what's happened to the princess.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling regions around Hyrule Link. We'll find Princess Zelda one way or another.
Oh,
Sorry, can't talk now. There's something I gotta discuss with Goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Let's talk later. Awesome, so a lot of things going on. When you first start this game, so many things hit you at once. There's the regional phenomena, there's the chasms located all around Hyrule, and there's the Sky World. It's so cool. Ah, what a pleasant morning. Hey you, is it true you got the Pure Pad? Pure and I worked together on the design, but I'm the one who put it together. We should call it the Robbie Pad, technically speaking. Come on, Goggles, are you even listening to me? Oh, yes. Sorry, you were saying. I was saying that I want to go investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll go and jump into a chasm myself. No way, no how, you can't do that. The depths are far too vast for you to explore on your own. We've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go gallivanting around down there too. Who knows what wonders are at the bottom of those chasms? But no matter how wondrous they may be, it's far too dangerous for you. I'm not about to allow our young prodigy to go wandering around somewhere so unknown, so foul. If anything were to happen to Purist's favorite student, it would be the end of me. The end. But I need more on that figure. If we have more info on it, then it should help us better understand the depths. Oh, swordsman. Sorry. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. Joshua.
yeah.
Let me get you up to speed. Our survey team brought back some artifacts from a journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. This piece of slate, specifically the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on two legs with one arm raised? Well, I have a theory. I think it could be evidence that a mysterious people once lived in the depths. That's why I want to go down there, so I can see if there are any more depictions like this one. But Goggles here says it's too dangerous, and he won't let me go. Joshua, come on now. Tell you what, I'll go down there myself and see if I can't find anything about that figure on the slate. And Link will join me. We'll start by looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on the slate. Assuming we find what we're looking for, we'll use your Puripad's camera to take a picture of it for Joshua. Perfect plan? Camera? You don't know about the camera? It's one of the Puripad's basic features. With the camera, you can capture nearby scenery as an image, one that's stored in your pad there. Sounds like you still have more to learn about the Puripad. Well then, I'll teach you how to take pictures once we're down there anyway. There will be lots of monsters in the depths though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Let's see. I guess we should enter through the chasm to the south of Lookout Landing. I'll go on ahead. Once you're ready and raring to go, come find me. Ta-da! Wait, hang on. Looks like he's gone. I'm sorry you got roped into all of this poison. Goggles means well, but when he wants to help me, he leaps before he looks.
Yeah.
But here, maybe this will help you out at least. Chasms are pretty deep, so light from the surface doesn't make it down there. It's pitch black. But if you attach a bright bloom seed to an arrow and shoot it, it'll light up the area. Definitely a useful trick down there. Okay, you'll want to head straight out of the Lookout Landing's southern gate. You'll find the chasm goggles used just outside. I don't know too much about how your camera works, but I'm counting on you to bring me that picture. Oh, and please look after goggles. Looks like there's a new mission. Yes, I have played this one before. I actually have a file that's way more complete than this. This will be my second playthrough, particularly using the Switch 2 edition's benefits. So, for this mission, we're going to the chasm. But we'll do it when I come back on live tomorrow. Maybe I should do it now. I mean, I have a little time. It's not too late. Might as well. Only thing is, I don't have a horse. Oh no. It's a thunderstorm. Of course, it'd be honey. Yucky gloom. Tape rotation. Huh. Alright, let's see what this is about. Okay. That's weird. Hmm. 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 There I don't think that's the right formation. Hmm. There we go. Visitor to the Shrine of Light, that which imprisons and purifies the ancient evil. You've done well to reach this place. Hello, Corey. Good to see you. Pretty good. I'm pretty early in my playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom here. Right now, like I said, it's pretty early, and I'm just doing one of the shrines here, and um, I'm about to go search the depths, very below ground. Yeah. So this is gonna be my second playthrough. This one I'm using the Switch 2 edition. And then after I, get rather far, maybe beat the game, I'll check out Age of Imprisonment or Warrior. It's kind of the same thing I did with Breath of the Wild, Age of Calamity. I'll do Tears of the Kingdom and then Age of Imprisonment. Nice. Oh shoot, I forgot to open my paraglider. Darn it. Yeah, so I yeah, Breath of the Wild was super awesome. I basically 100% that game. I did just about everything. So in Tears of the Kingdom, it's like 3 times as much to do. So, you know, but thankfully I beat it already. Yeah. And now I'm just checking it out
Ah.
before Age of Imprisonment comes out in 3 days. Really 2 days now.
Ah. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Cool, so exploring the depths. Super fun. This is like a whole new world down here. Just exploring this whole area will take you like a long time. Getting all the light routes. Yeah. Eventually you're gonna kind of be forced to come down here because there's a part of the main game that kind of leads you down here. But the exploration part is all on you eventually. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, this version of Link is one of the strongest because he has the arm. Maru's arm. Okay, all the towers. Yeah, definitely. I think the towers are very unique in this game because they blast you up and you get a good view of everything. It's also really good if you need to get to the sky quickly or if you just want to like float somewhere pretty easily. So it's really cool. The depths are good because they have lots of secrets. The secrets. And lots of rare items. Like, yeah. So like if you want rare items like swords from previous Zelda games, other items like Majora's Mask, Gravio's Hood, all that stuff is gonna be found in the depths. So it's ideal to explore the depths if you want those rare items. Um, and so that's the benefit of exploring down here. Yeah, caves, wells. Um, but it's really cool if you want those rare items. Like, I got the White Sword of the Sky from Skyward Sword. They have a model of it in this game. It's called the Goddess Sword in that game, but they called it the White Sword of the Sky in this game. Also got the Bigron Sword, first introduced in Ocarina of Time. But all that stuff is down here. But it's a pretty scary place because the gloom could really get to you. What the? Am I going the right way? You said keep going west. Okay, west is the only. But yeah, it's pretty scary and the enemies could be pretty tough. But this is the best place to get Zonite. Zonite is what you need to upgrade your battery cell. So a lot of things you need to make your game easier is found down here too. So, you know, it could be worth it just to do some exploring one day, you know, once you get beefed up enough. And yeah, you see these guys are mining the Zonite right now. You can find them in large quantities down here. I want to see if I can attach a fire fruit. To my arrow here. Make a fire arrow. And I blew one of those guys up. Unfortunately, I'm probably... Alright, thankfully he wasn't too strong. What's up, Matilda? 10 hearts. Yeah, you should be good enough to explore. Just don't go too far. Shut up, big head. Hmm. Good to see you guys. And so, usually you'd find it in big quantities, but I think when I hit them with the bomb arrow, I blew it up and all the Zonite got kind of scattered. Yes, this is Tears of the Kingdom, my friend. And so, it's kind of what I'm doing right now. And you gotta be very careful down here. You definitely want to make sure you have a large quantity of bright bloom seeds. Because, you know, you wouldn't be able to see your hand in front of your face if you know, if you didn't hit the light roots yet. So and so this is a good place to you know, farm some zonite. and then um, you know, bring it to the constructs. They can give you some um, energy cells, and then finally make those into batteries. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life updates that they did for Tears of the Kingdom, like finding two Koroks at once. Um, light roots being under the shrines. They're actually the light roots names are the same as the shrine names except backwards. If you didn't know, so a lot of things are similar. Um, up and down. Actually, I only have 400 Koroks out of um out of 900 in Breath of the Wild. Unfortunately, I did not finish getting those, but it started to get really, really hard. I think eventually I'll go back and do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Link is kind of weak right now. Usually take these guys out with one hit. Yeah, so trust me, eventually I will go back and get those Koroks. That's another thing on my to-do list. I wonder, am I even going the right way? I mean, Robbie said I was. But I should probably minimize my fighting of the enemies because my weapons are kind of weak. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to do in this one. Um, the fuse ability is amazing. Um, just all the arm abilities that Rauru gives you. Pretty much amazing. I'm surprised that guy saw me from. He had fire fruit. He was fusing his arrows. And see, this is kind of what I'm talking about with the Zonite abundance. You get a whole lot. Give it to the construct. He makes you some energy cells. You trade the energy cells for battery power. You can upgrade your battery. Makes things easier for your adventure. But all these things are super optional. You don't have to upgrade anything. You don't have to collect Zonite. But if you do, your adventure is going to be really easy. You can go the whole game without upgrading one energy cell and be just fine. But and you know your game's gonna be a lot harder. So it's up to you. How do you want to play? That's the cool thing about this game. Ooh. Oh snap! I scared them away. How do you update the battery? You collect Zonite, and then you give it to the construct to smelt it. And then when he smelts the Zonite, you will smelt, you know, Zonite like this. This is large Zonite, but collect Zonite from the rocks like this. This is the rawest form of, you know, Zonite. And then give it to the constructs to smelt it. You know, the guys who are in front of the furnace. You find them several places. Once they smelt it, it will become, let's see, where is it? This, crystallized charges. And then once you get 100 crystallized charges, you can upgrade your battery by one little energy cell. And I know it seems like a lot, but the crystal charges, you start to get them a lot quicker once you know, are committed to collecting the Zonite and everything. Definitely up to you. Me personally, as you can see, I just started, so I only have one battery. But hey, it's up to you. Upgrade it, upgrade it, upgrade it. Sweet, looks like I made it to the next light route. And there's Robbie. Let me go ahead and activate this one. Yeah, so, you know, you gotta... Zonite's most commonly found in the depths, though. You might find some trace deposits up in the sky and in other places, but most of the Zonite you'll find will be in the depths. You'll find, you know, small deposits, big deposits, caves full of it. You'll see once you start searching. Lightroot dispel the darkness and brighten the surrounding area. So, although the depths could be a little tedious to search, it's worth it to help you in the game. Where's Robbie? I could have sworn I just saw him. Oh, here he is. You spend most of your time in the depths? Yeah, I mean, some people are like that. They just spend all day down here. And that's understandable. There's just so much to do, so much to explore. It's dangerous because of the gloom, though. What? Look at how bright that thing got. Light down here in this dark is downright refreshing. In fact, it's so luminous, it's almost like we're on the surface. Just standing here near it makes me feel so much better. How strange. Hey, it's you. You're finally here. I need to show you what I found. This statue is standing tall on two legs, one arm raised high. It looks an awful lot like the figure Josh has showed us on that piece of slate, don't you think? All right, get that camera of yours ready. It's time to put it to work. That's right. I forgot you hadn't used the camera when we last spoke. Very curious indeed, given it's one of the Pure Pad's basic features. Give me the pad for a second. Well, there's the problem. Your camera's locked, and so is your Hyrule Compendium. You know, if I remember correctly, you press this little thing while you pull this, you tap that, and cool. This will be helpful. Boom. Now you should be able to use your camera and your Hyrule Compendium. Capture a picture of that statue. Test it out. Once you capture the image, come back here. Let me see how it looks. So did you get a good picture? I'm sure the statue is like the figure on that fragment Joshua has. This may even be what's it's showing. Use a camera to capture an image of it. Oh, when you take the picture, your view has to be just right to be perfect. You make Joshua very happy. You bring back a great image. Okay. Okay. Is that it? I know these statues are gonna lead me somewhere. Oh, I totally just took a picture. Okay, there we go. Hey, you, how'd that go? If you've captured an image of that statue with your camera, then hurry up and show me. Hey, dude, thought I did before. Looks like you captured it well. I'm sure Josh will be satisfied with this. Okay. I guess this is where my depths adventure ends. But also, I can keep exploring if I want to. Question is, should I go back to the surface? Or should I explore more? I feel like I'm a little too weak to explore in this place. It's very, how do you say, dangerous. But I guess the cool thing is I have the fuse ability. So I can make stronger weapons. That's what I love about it. Right from the start, you start fusing things, increase your weapons. Now I have a Captain One Reaper. Get Shards beef up. Yeah, I agree. But since I have a lot of construct horns, I use them as arrowheads to increase my arrow strength. Also, use it on my swords too. I think I will. Got some pretty nice weapons now. Alright, well, I low-key want to keep going. I'm just gonna see how it works out. And if it gets really bad, then I'm just gonna turn back. maybe just teleport out of here. But I know these statues are gonna lead me somewhere. I'll head back to Lookout Landing in just a second. You gotta be very careful. If you get hit by any gloom, it zaps your heart. And I'm talking about any gloom. You see how that guy just took my heart? And it doesn't come back until I either get to a light route or get to the surface. So, kinda sucks. So I guess what I'll do is follow the hose. In my first playthrough, I didn't do this. I didn't continue my search, I just kind of went back. But I feel slightly confident, but also maybe a little overconfident too. I know, yeah. Need to follow the whatever this thing's pointing at. And then I should meet more and more of those. More and more of those statues. Only bad thing is when it gets really dark, you don't know how close you are to an enemy. Unfortunately. One thing I really liked about this game is how the cooking pot is a zonai item, so you can cook anywhere. So if you want to make a quick elixir, you can do that. A quick meal to heal yourself, you can do that. So I like it. Here it is. You see what I mean? You can't tell what's in front of you here. You haven't. Oh yeah, it's pretty useful when when you're exploring really heavily, and you know. Let's see. Yeah, I have some cooking pots. Super useful. And now I can make some elixirs. Oh, I forgot. I need to mix it with monster parts. Totally forgot. Um, and I used up my pot. Glowing elixir for 15 minutes. Maybe this will be slightly helpful. Kind of weird to glow like this. Yeah, so this guy's pointing in this direction. These guys they look kind of strong. I don't know if they're red goblins or not. Can't really tell because all that gloom on them. There's the other one. If I can just sneak around those guys, that should be good. Don't want to mess with any camps right now. Sweet, I made it to another light route. And when you get to a light route, the gloom dispels out of you. Yeah. After you activate it, of course. All right. Now I can heal up normally. Just eat this dubious food. I don't know why he liked that. All right, sweet. And then the statues continue. So, I don't know, dude. Like, we can go on forever because you know the depths are enormous. But I'll probably just head back to the surface. Come back here a little later, I guess. I can teleport to any light route, so. But I'm curious though, what's at the end of these statues? If I got to the end of all of these types of statues, what would I get to? Hmm. Super curious. Should I keep going? What do I have to lose? Well, let's see how far I get. Sounds good. I just hope I don't run into a mini boss. Oh, speaking of mini bosses, if this guy sees me, I gotta go. I'm not really strong enough to fight him. Gosh, he's gonna eat the light. Yeah, I can't. Mm, it's leading me right through his den also. As you can see, the hand is pointing that way. Oh gosh, yep. I gotta get out of here. Maybe next time. Back to Lookout Landing. It's fun while it lasted. Hydra, that's crazy.
Ah.
Look at this guy. Kind of reminds me of Kaz, except he's not musical. Um, yeah, those things are called Gleods. The dragon thing is they're elemental too. There's a thunder one, a ice one, a fire one, and then there's like a all three in one with three different heads. Those are really fun to fight. So when you get stronger.
Oh. Ah. Sapaw!
Clark, I just started the game. But I beat on my other file. I'm a lot farther in. I will show you guys, but I'm just doing a playthrough right now. Cool. So let's see. I'm gonna finish the side quest. Before I finish today, I'm gonna show you my other file.
Yeah. Oh. Huh. Hmm. Whoa.
Awesome. So I guess what's next on my list of things to do? Need to go handle the regional phenomena. They're directing me toward Rito Village first, so I guess I'll be meeting two then. Yeah, so the Lionels, honestly, this game is the fighting system is so solid that everything is a lot easier in this game. The fuse system, the flurry rush is more clean. The weapons can be stronger. Just everything. So if you know how to fuse things and use the right weapons and at the right time, then you will thrive in this game because of that. Cool. So before I finish today, I'll show you guys my other file um, that I did way before. Because I switch to edition. You can do two separate files because they kind of made it bigger. Let me show you my first file that I beat the game on already. I'm super proud of this one. Yeah, keep learning. For example, Zora weapons. Zora weapons get twice as strong when you're wet, so you can become wet in the rain by jumping in a lake, or even with Sidon's ability with the water shield, you get wet from that. So if you have a Zora weapon, it gets twice as strong. And you see how this one is a Zora weapon fused to a Stone Talus heart? You can tell when it says Water Warrior. 42 means it's twice as strong now because I just jumped in the water. What up, Top Cool Man? So it's gonna do twice as much damage. Gerudo weapons get twice as strong when you fuse them to other things. And there's other benefits for regional weapons too. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about this game. They added so many quality of life updates that your fighting becomes a lot easier. Of course, you can still fuse things to the Master Sword. And still get those effects to the Master Sword too. I'm doing good, Top Cool Man. Also, one of my favorite side quests is when you can build your own house, which is what I'm standing next to right now. And in my house, it's thank you, Top Cool Man. in my house, I kind of put so many things, like you can display swords, you can display shields, you can display bow and arrows. And so my bottom floor is all my cool weapons and items, like the Daybreaker, which is, Urbosa and Riju's shield. Also the Scimitar of the Seven, which is the sword they use. I have the trident, light scale trident. Mifa and Sidon use this. And then I have the Boulder Breaker. Yunobo and Daruk use that one. Daruk from Breath of the Wild, Yunobo from this game. Great Eagle Bow, Rivali's main bow from Breath of the Wild. Also Tulin uses it. And also some cool things I found in the depths. The Dusk Claymore from Twilight Princess. This is the sword that the Twilight Guardian stabbed Ganondorf with. You'll know it if you play the game. What is that? I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, Mason. How far are you? I'm pretty far. I beat this game. I beat this account already. This is the sword from Skyward Sword, the one that Link starts with. It's called the Goddess Sword in that game, but in this game they gave it the name White Sword of the Sky. This sword eventually becomes the Master Sword in that game. And if you haven't played it yet, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's super cool that they included it. I have the Sea Breeze Boomerang. This is Toon Link's boomerang from Wind Waker. Pretty cool. Also, yeah, you have the option to build your own house, and this is just kind of how I decorated mine. Also, the Big Around Sword from Ocarina of Time. If you did the Big Around Swords quest, this is the exact Big Around Sword model. Super cool. Yeah. So downstairs is just all it's kind of like my museum, I like to call it. Cool items I like to display. Now, when you go upstairs, this is the place where you can hang out and chill. And of course, this living room for show. The goddess statue if you need to upgrade your hearts or stamina. The kitchen area, you can cook anything. The bed, you can sleep endlessly, restore your health. And then this is something I included in mine, a picture room. I took a picture of Sidon and his wife. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody, but he got married in this game. And I took a picture of him and his wife and me in my Zora armor. And I displayed the picture there. So Sidon's one of my favorite sages. So I thought he was really cool in this game. He really, he was cool in Breath of the Wild too, but in this game, he was really fun. So that's kind of my house. I think each house can have up to 15 rooms. Oh yeah, he got married for sure. And he became king too. At first he was just prince, but he became king. And so each house can have up to 15 rooms, but I kind of cheated and made my house look a little bigger by keeping this middle part basically empty. I didn't put any rooms here. So basically my house is halfway outdoor. So my house looks a little bigger because I kind of played with the physics and stuff of it. Yeah, so once you get to Terrytown and do a side quest, you can make your own house. And I just included things that would help me, like the goddess statue if I need to do a quick little health or stamina up, a bed, regain my health, cook, cool picture. But there's a lot of other room styles you could use in your house. This is just kind of what I wanted to do. Like you can have a patio, you can have an overview, you can have a garden. You can have anything like that. I included a pond in mine. Comes with a fish. If you take the fish, it comes back like every couple days or whatever. And then I also included an entrance on the side of my house that can lead straight to the upstairs. So, whatever I need to do. Like I said, the bottom stairs, downstairs is all like my museum type thing. Cool weapons, This is a Savage Lionel bow. Shoots 5 arrows at a time. And, you know, this is the Korok bow. This is the Great Eagle bow, of course. You know, the champion weapons and stuff. No stable? Good question. I didn't include a stable in mine. I never really saw value in it. Um, it's not something that I really wanted, but I know a lot of people do want that. And, you know, I commend them for that. So I just included a pond instead of a stable. But hey, to each his own, you know. And that's just one of the few many things you can do in this game. In Breath of the Wild, you could only buy the house, right? And it was already pre-made, etc. I'm gonna need a stable. Oh yeah. Definitely get the stable for sure. But in this game, you can kind of configure your own house after you get to Terry Town and do a side quest. And as you know, Terry Town plays a bigger role in this game than it did in Breath of the Wild. Let's try to see if we can get there. One of my favorite towns. In Breath of the Wild, Terry Town was created after a long side quest. And then eventually Hudson left his team and he started to make his own town. And the town was Terry Town. And then he's like, oh, I need people to live in it. And then you go to each region and find people with the last name Sun. And eventually you get to the Gerudo region and you meet this girl named Ronson. She ends up living in the town, become a tailor, and then she marries him. And then they have a daughter named, I forgot her name, but she's like a Gerudo now, so it's really cool. Like if you remember Breath of the Wild, he used to be on the other team with the other guy, and he left the team to make this town. And then in this game, it's like so, you know, everything's just kind of come together. I love how they continued it. You know, they didn't just like make a new game. They just kind of, it's a true sequel. And in Breath of the Wild, this girl right here, Honey, she's little. And in this game, she's like almost a teenager. What's up, Joseph? Good to see you, man. Madison, yeah, that's her name. And eventually you have to do a side quest for her because Gerudo girls, most of them end up going back to Gerudo Town to live and to study, etc. And that's what Madison ended up doing after you finish the side quest. And so, watch, if you go to Breath of the Wild, this girl, she's running around the same way, but she's a lot smaller and she is less articulate. And in this game, she talks like a Gerudo, like Savak, Savota, because, you know, as she grew up with Madison, they started to use the Gerudo language and stuff. I thought it was really cool. Like these small details really make a cool game. But yeah, definitely Terry Town, it plays a bigger role in Tears of the Kingdom than it did in Breath of the Wild, but it's still a valid part of the game. So really cool. And so yeah, definitely this kind of excited me because Terry Town's one of my favorite towns, and to learn, you know, the history and the building of it kind of got me a little excited too. So eventually you meet Kilton again, and then once you finish all of the Terry Town quests, he can start to do monster statues for you if you take pictures, etc. I took a picture of so many monsters, like the three-headed King Bleak here with all three elements. Yeah. And this is a Horriblin. They live in caves mostly. Of course, the frogs, King Frogs here, Octorok, the Talus, the Bokoblin, etc. So, you know, you can kind of, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. It's just too much to name. And then from Breath of the Wild, Pelison is still here. Bison is still here. Of course, they're selling different stuff now. They came from their respective regions, um, and etc. So a lot of cool things happened. Like I said, this is just my most complete file. I didn't do everything in this file, but it's more complete than my other one. I think the one thing I'm missing is all the shrines and all the depths. Doing everything in the depths. I mean, I have the map completed, but I didn't get all the light routes because that's one thing I stopped on. And of course, the sky is pretty much always gonna be complete. So really cool. And also I think I upgraded my clothes too. Yeah, 4 stars, 4 stars. And then the champion's tunic right here, champion's leather. So in this game, there's the champion's leathers that you get. This is basically his blue tunic, but they also have the tunic of memories that you can get in the depths. Not in the depths. I think this one's actually, I forgot where I got it. Maybe the castle. But this is the tunic style that he wears in Breath of the Wild. But they changed it up for Tears of the Kingdom. And it's a little stronger and stuff. But if you want to look classic, then you can wear your Breath of the Wild tunic. Yeah, I think you're gonna run into the Great Fairies throughout the game here. Like it's a lot different than Breath of the Wild. Like when you meet the music crew, just follow their quests and get them to the Great Fairy. The Great Fairy is a lot easier to find in this one. And then more stuff like things I got in the depths. I got the Majora's Mask in the depths, Midna's helmet, Korok mask, all these extra things you get in the depths, like these Link tunics, stuff like that. Tunic of Twilight, he looks like classic Twilight Princess Link. I got Cap of the Wind, Trials of the Wind, so he looks like Wind Waker Link with this one. So all these things you get in the depths. And one thing, a small detail I really like about this game is this Hylian hood. They allow you to put the hood down so you can see his face. In the other game, they don't let you do that. You have to wear the hood up. I got both styles, but I like the hood down because you get the defense boost, but also it looks cool. So, this just small things I think really make this game really, really fun, really cool. Breath of the Wild was a great start, but this game is kind of superior in a lot of ways. Those small things. And so, it's superior. And also, if you master those little niche things, like the weapon fusing, understanding the regional weapons, etc., it'll make your playthrough a lot easier too. Yeah. I never really dyed my clothes because I wanted the classic look. The Light Dragon. I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm sure you guys know who the Light Dragon is by now. So, guys, really love Breath of the Wild. And Tears of the Kingdom. Cool games. Alright, good night, Mason. Good to see you, man. But, yeah, if you want to put your hood down, you have to go talk to that lady in Hateno Village. And then she'll put the hood down for you. While still getting the same, defense boosts and benefits and stuff. And the cool look. The cool look, right? The classic Link look. So, yeah, man. So, very happy with this one. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and sleep now. I appreciate you guys 100%. But I'll be playing tomorrow, definitely, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube, guys, and because I got some cool Zelda stuff on there too. Thank you, Corey, and yeah, I'll see you later. See you guys later. Good night.